Hello everybody, this is Sandra from Savvy Teaching Tips, and today we're going to be talking about two-digit addition. But before we get to that, please, if you like my videos, like and subscribe below and ring that bell to get notifications of all my new videos. So before I get into talking about two-digit addition, I thought I would tell you a little bit about myself. So I am entering or starting my 31st year in the classroom, which to me is mind-boggling because I never imagined that I would be teaching this long. Over those years, I started my career teaching in kindergarten, and I taught full-day kindergarten in an area where most kids did half-day K. But my students were all ELL learners, and so they were entitled to full-day kindergarten. So I did that for a number of years. Then I moved up to grade 1 in the same school, and I took my class with me, which was kind of fun. That's the first time I've ever cycled with my own kids. So I taught grade 1 for a few years. Then I switched schools, and I moved to the school I'm at now, and I started teaching second grade. And I've been doing this for about 20 years now, but occasionally I have a split class with grade 1s. This year I am doing something a little different. I have second graders and I have third graders. So for the first time I'm teaching third grade. So now I feel like I've kind of covered all of primary, Anyway, and then over the years I've had numerous student teachers. I figure I've probably had 17 or 18 student teachers. And I love working with young teachers, and I love teaching them new things about the profession. So welcome to my channel again today. So today we'll get back down to two-digit addition. So traditionally, myself, learned how to do two-digit addition with borrowing and regrouping. And I am going to do a video in a couple of weeks about how to teach that, or how I teach that. But today I want to talk about the newer ways, what some people call new math. It was developed because they studied people who were good at math and figured this is how they learn math. And my feeling is that the parents often teach the kids regrouping at home if they're working with them at home. So my job is to kind of meld the two, because some kids get it with regrouping, some kids don't. So my philosophy has always been like hit them with lots of different techniques, trying to figure out what way works best for that child. So that's which brought me down to today. So today we are going to use a method called partial sums. And I'm going to show you two ways to do partial sums. Let's take this question, 45 plus 23, and we write it across. So what we're going to do is we're going to add the tens together and we're going to add the ones together. But because of how we've written it, we need to make a V. There's a V for the tens, and there's a V for the ones. Now, we need to remember, the thing that you really need to remember here and emphasize with your students is that these are not a 4 and a 2, they are a 40 and a 20. So underneath we write 40 plus 20. And under this one we write 5 plus 3. Now to simplify this, I'm going to put the 5 plus 3 underneath as well. So 5 plus 3. So now 40 plus 20 is easy for the kids to do if they understand that it's 4 tens plus 2 tens, because 4 plus 2 is 6, so 4 tens plus 2 tens is 6 tens. It's 60. 5 plus 3 is 8. There we go. So now I'm going to erase this one because to me it's a visual distraction. Okay, so I've moved that 5 plus 3 down here. Now I'm going to add these two together, 60 plus 8. 60 plus 8 equals 68. 60 plus 8 equals 68, so I know my answer is 68. That's the V method, that's how that works. Another technique is open number line. So again, we're going to add the tens together and the ones together, but we're going to do it in a more visual way. 45 plus 23 again. But we're going to make an open number line. So an open number line doesn't have any numbers on it to start with. That's why it's open. And I'm just gonna, it's a part of a number line, so it's not gonna start with 0 or 1. I'm going to start with 45 because that is the first number in my question. Now I'm gonna look at 23. 23 is 2 10s and 3 1s. Well, 2 10s, or 20 is 2 10s, so I'm going to make 2 jumps of 10, and I'm going to draw them first. There's my 2 jumps of 10. Now 45 plus 10 is, because we've learned this from skip counting, is 55, and 55 plus 10 is 65. Now that was the 10s. Now I have 3 left. 1 2 3. 65, 66, 67, 68. There's my answer, 68. And that was the same answer I got before, so that must be the correct answer. So these 2 techniques take a lot of practice, and it's sometimes useful to teach these to parents as well. When you're doing these, you can also use manipulatives like base 10 blocks are great. I tend to use money as well, because money is 10s and 1s if you're looking at dimes and pennies. And that's that for today. So thanks for stopping by. Please check out my Facebook and my Instagram at Savvy Teaching Tips, and my TikTok at Savvy Teaching. And that's all for today. Bye.